It starts with a wizard, he's old and he's wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he's strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane, when you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
We are playing D&D on stream right now, guys.
Hi everybody, welcome back to you blew out your mic, Hunter. Hi everybody, welcome back to D&D with the Flagon Slayers. Everybody's here this week. In case you missed 2 weeks ago, party continued. Yes, wave the flag. Show off that flag, Zach. It's legit.
Up the orcas, baby.
Let's go, orcas. Why does Seattle have such cool team names?
Because Seattle's fucking dope.
I don't know if that's what that's a sea lion.
No, that's...
Hunter.
Orcas won last night.
Registered
Let's
orca
go,
noise.
That's also
Nah, it's an orca noise for sure.
I'll just let him have it. So, the party kind of making plans, trying to figure out what's going on with everything. The three on Thea, Zygon, and Anzu went back to Amon to speak to Mathis about getting his support to try and get the land requisition for some of the houses of Craghammer to try and get their support. And then Animas and Sirus went to speak to Cornelius about the Staff of Loath. So, if I remember correctly, you guys are down in Cornelius's workshop, and that will be where we begin the session.
We were having food with him at dinner.
Yeah, you were, and then he was like, come into my workshop, and then that's where we ended.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's been a sec.
It's been a little bit. You know, sometimes this happens, guys. I'm sure everybody else has had this problem, too. So...
Some people don't make it this far in a D&D campaign.
They really, most, like 99% of people don't make a campaign this long.
Wonder why.
Anyway. I wonder why, exactly. So, you guys are down in the workshop. You see, a lot of this has like brass and bronze, like fixtures to it. You also see like things are insulated, really well. For what reason? Not sure. You see Cornelius, he goes over to this large chart he has of some of the celestial bodies of Exandria. And he begins kind of looking at everything. So, I've been doing some calculations, thanks to Linares and others, trying to locate where the Zenith is going to take place, where it'll be the strongest. And then he unfurls a map. And he says, now, from what I can tell, the zenith is going to cross over Taldore, and it's going to cross over 2 primary mountain ranges. So it's going to start up north and go through the Cliffkeep Mountains, and then it'll pass through the continent and then end up in the Stormcrest Mountains, somewhere near the Frostweld. Likely, that is where they will be, one of those 2 mountain ranges. It's closer, higher up, closer to the energy. I'm not big into the astrological.
Well, they did have a underground, what's it called, laboratory in the Frostweld that we've already gone through, and that was right after they attacked Singorn. So, but of course, Singorn being gone now, it's a little harder to make a base there, and try to move into the Frostweld. But if they're smart, they might not go to the Frostweld again and go to the other mountain range, since we've already found their base there. But if they're double smart, then they fake us out and they go back to the same place.
What if they're triple smart?
Ooh, then they would...
You've always got to worry about quadruple smart, too.
True. Well, the big thing is...
started on the quints, man.
It's smart all the way down.
The big thing is they're either in one or the other, most likely, as you said. So
yes, the thing I said about 2 minutes ago.
Well, I know, but we now have just come back.
I'm glad that we've reiterated that point. It sounds like we're double smart. So
we need to get to at least triple smart, as you said.
But I've been sending some of my students up into the Cliffkeep to maybe try and locate something, and we've been receiving strange magical anomalies.
What kind of strange magical anomalies?
I'm glad you asked. So, I sent some of my best students up into the Cliffkeep, instructing them trying to find somewhere where the zenith would be the strongest, judging off of arcane pressure, divine sources of energy, if perhaps there was any white stone that maybe was not in the alabaster, that maybe during some sort of geological event during the calamity caused it to go there. And then I was also trying to find the ancient cities. Have you heard of the flying cities? Well, the long story short, long time ago, they had these flying cities, and then all the magic went bleh, and then it fell down to the ground. So I'm trying to find places where they crashed, and I have a theory that one of them's in the Gray Valley. So I sent in a bunch of my pupils, and they came back with some side effects.
Did they turn into superheroes? Or are they like Power Rangers morphin?
Were they like mutants?
Or maybe they turned into soup.
He says from across the continent.
You guys hear Anzu in the back of your mind. Soup.
Cornelius, you must have such a strong connection to Anzu. I can hear him right now.
I sometimes hear him in my nightmares.
I could see that.
No.
You and I both.
Well, no. So, I don't know if there's some sort of like Feywild, like superhero group or whatever that is. But no. So one of them came back, and she said that she had been experiencing gaps in her memory. Like she'd go to the market, and then next thing she know, she was down in the pit. And it had been like 6 hours. Gosh,
you said the Cliffkeep, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Such
Abby.
a bad one.
That was a bad joke. That was like...
That was bad,
That was like such a dad joke that it's a grandpa joke, you know
That's what you get for 3 hours of sleep.
Let's go, baby! He's playing D&D.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
I'm
He
gonna
has
pass
work
out
in the morning!
He's
halfway
here.
through.
He's here. Rip
Hey,
Abby.
it's happened before.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fall asleep.
Well, Brady, you're playing.
It's okay.
Brady, you're
I
playing
would
Thea.
sometimes too.
Brady, you get the rare achievement to be. Oh, she's back.
It's back.
Never mind, you don't get to play Thea anymore. Oh,
Hi,
actually,
Abby.
hold on, I need to switch.
Abby, I
these.
like your profile picture. That's
Thea
fun.
takes a turn and just becomes very evil.
Just starts murdering anything and everything.
Well, actually, you are still Thea. I have to wait for her to switch her camera back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Zygon all of my money.
There she is. Hi,
Welcome
Abby.
back.
My phone overheated.
What? Do you have a
Oh,
fan
shit.
on it?
I'm
You know-
so angry.
You know, sometimes it's just not your night, kid.
I'm like, if it happens again, I'm done. Just
Yeah,
don't
I
even
get
worry.
that.
I'm-
So,
Yeah.
guys, Abby's having internet issues. If it happens again, we're all okay with her having to. It's fine. It's
Set it
fine.
up like on top of like an air conditioning.
You don't speak for
unit.
all of us. I am upset.
Just get an ice pack and like wedge it into an ice pack.
Brady is upsetty spaghetti right now.
So
See that.
getting back into the
Alright.
game.
Back in the game.
So, she was experiencing lapses in her memory. So, come to find out, she had been cursed, to the point where, she had, she was not in full control of herself. But we fixed that. We sent it. I think we fixed that anyway. And then we had another one who they found this bubble of energy, and when they stepped near it, it kind of rippled, like a bubble does. And one of our students walked in, and they lost sight of him, couldn't see him. And then a few minutes later, he came out, about 30 years older, and then he turned into dust.
Stargate.
Possibly. I've heard about those.
I wonder if you get to choose which one you get, because I don't want that one.
Well, so we tried that, right? So we thought maybe it depends on like what you're thinking about at the time you go through, or you cross a barrier or whatever. Nope. From what we can tell, it's random. Another thing that we noticed is there's a lot of infernal and divine energies kind of struggling with each other. They're almost like bubbling up from the ground. Another one of our students, very accomplished wizard, had been practicing her whole life. And then she went into the anomaly. That was fine, whatever. But then when she got back, this strange orb thing was following her, and we tried to do research on the orb, and anytime we approached it, it'd disappear. But eventually, it went inside of her, and now she just has sorcerer powers, and we don't know how that happened. But it just happened. So there's all weird sorcerer energies. And we've been receiving reports from a bunch of different people around Taldore of spontaneous magic. So that's kind of weird. Also, as we're getting closer to the zenith, there are certain things in Exandria that cause magical fluctuation. The zenith typically is a mild event, but in cases where all four bodies line up directly, it's a bigger magical event, to the point where magic tends to go flippy floppy, wibbly wobbly.
Oh man, I hate when my magic goes flippy floppy, wibbly wobbly. It's the worst.
It's terrible.
It's
What's
really.
the
I've only
technical term for that?
Well,
that is
you
the
know,
technical
Topic for
term.
me.
in wizard circles, the sorcerers have another name for it. So, as we get closer, magic is going to become more potent and more unstable. That's just a blanket statement for you. We've been sending this out to all the universities to, kind of keep a lid on things as we get closer and closer. But the last expedition team we sent up to the Cliff Keep, reported hearing strange singing. And as they would get closer, a mist would envelop them, and then they'd keep walking, and then when the mist dissipated, they'd be back where they started. But they kept hearing some weird, like, woman singing. Don't know what that's about.
Interesting.
Well, we also sent one party down to the Stormcrest. We have not heard back from them, and that was a few weeks ago. So
is the Stormcrest one of the options, Jacob?
yes,
Wait, so it's Cliffkeep, Stormcrest.
the Cliffkeep Mountains and the Stormcrest Mountains, and the Stormcrest Mountains are where the Frostweld is, which is where you saw that giant portal open up where all the shadow
Grey
monsters.
Valley.
Yes.
Is the Frostwell the one with the tree?
Which tree?
The Frostweld's the one with the... Whenever we had to go across that entire forest, and we went to the side of a mountain, and when we went down to the mountain, we found the clones in the basement. The
That
Saigon
one.
clone.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's also where you found the Elder Brain, and then Shavira
Elder
fused
Brain,
with the Elder
and
Brain.
now we have an Elder Dragon that we have to fight
An
eventually.
Elder Brain Dragon. Elder Dragon Brain.
The worst thing
That's
that
a
could have
workshop
happened, basically.
Yay. Well, it normally happens in... Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, we sent a group down there. We haven't heard back from them, so I assume they're either dead or lost. So that's fun.
Yeah, there's a
I
lot
don't know what
going
you
on.
want to do with that information, but if we can't even research the Grey Valley, then it's going to be a problem.
Well, we do need to go to the Grey Valley anyway for a separate thing. So, I mean, our group could probably go to the Grey Valley after figuring out this whole situation with the Loth Scepter, and then possibly getting the Seashell Mountain thing figured out.
I mean, that's up to you if you want to head out there. I'm not going to send any more of my students out there.
Well,
It's a little dangerous.
Is there maybe something you could give us that could block effects? Like maybe if you
Do you think that if I had something like that, I wouldn't stop sending my student?
He's got a point.
Yeah, you're right. Is there maybe a way you could create something that has the possible chance of doing that sort of thing in the next couple of days that then we could just be sent in, and then you're not exhausting more students?
Enchanting is not really my expertise.
Maybe a potion?
Apothecary isn't either.
Well, shit.
I'm an evocation wizard. I tend to blow things up and do it well.
Oh, so that's where you and Anzu really start butting heads.
Well, he thought he was better than me. I thought I was better than him. Long story, long time ago.
Yeah, right. Who could blow up the biggest, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's always the competition.
Well, if you want to go into the Grey Valley, that's your own choice. Just be careful going in there. Really weird fluctuations in arcane and divine magics. I don't know. I haven't tried anybody from the Feywild, though. That might help.
We'll see. Well, I don't remember what else we were talking about.
Saphaloth and the Zenith,
Okay.
pretty much.
Sounds good. Well, I guess the only thing we need to wait on is seeing if the rest of our group is able to be successful in Amon. Me and Sirus could maybe go down and see what's going on, maybe at the front end of the path down to the Underdark. How is there a location of where the scepter may be?
Yeah. Last time
You said
we
that you guys
saw
found
it.
like a weird room where they were praying to it, and then there was a big fight or whatever.
Yeah, and we lost it since then. The last report we had was that it was in an old Duragar castle,
Oh, good.
but that was a few
And
months
Cobble
ago.
doesn't have any ability to talk to those Duergar and get the scepter if he
Well-
wants if he wants it that badly.
Well, he probably does, but see, the Durgar get kind of a bad rap. They're useful, and they're hard workers. They just sometimes go a little too far to the path of evil. Hobble, he's a scary old man, but he's not nothing could be handled.
Of course, yeah.
He is indeed scary.
Sirus tried to talk to him.
I tried. I was very successful.
Extremely successful in talking to him. That's what I meant to say. My bad. Well, I think that's all we really need. Do you need anything else from us right now, or?
Once you know your information from Imam, just message me and let me know.
Sounds good. Also, I don't know if I brought this up already. It feels like it's been weeks since the last time I talked, even though we were just upstairs eating dinner together. But, I was who's the metalworking guy? Hold on. Da 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 da. The House Bronze Group said that they, even if things don't work out with some of the requests, they said they would supply shields to Amon. I asked for a few thousand possibly to be sent there, and I also asked if they could possibly be enchanted by you in order to stop magical attacks. I'm not sure what magical attacks that would be, or maybe not you, but your house would be able to enchant. I don't know how long that would take to enchant that many thousands, but we also probably need to think about what kind of enchantments we want to put on them to make the front fighters the safest.
We'd probably do something. It wouldn't be in the thousands, but we could probably get a decent amount.
If we could get maybe like close to 1,000 just for the frontline fighters, because I'm not sure what they will go up against. I doubt they're going up against any of the 5 directly, but they could. I think the biggest issue is the shadow, the giant shadow army that they've created.
Well, in all honesty, you might want to talk to clerics then.
True. Maybe we could get some enchanted and some divinely prayed over. Divinely, what's the word?
Blessed.
Thank you. Blessed.
There you go.
I couldn't.
Sometimes the words just don't come to you. It's okay.
Right. So we could maybe have maybe we just get a ton of shields out. And then, of course, if all goes well and we survive through the Zenith, we'll find a way to pay evenly out for everything. So.
Sorry, I'm yawning so much, guys. I don't know why.
It's getting late. We just ate a big dinner.
That's true.
All that food you put out on the table for us. It was good stuff.
Well, I'll see what I can do. No promises.
And Bronze Group already knows that I was going to come ask this of you, so I don't know if you need us to go back to him or if you just want to.
Yeah, should be fine. Should be fine.
Sounds good. Well, I think that's it from us then.
If you learn any new information about this, be sure to let me know.
For sure. Jacob, can I get a...
Vibe check.
I want a vibe check. I don't have any dice out.
Wow, look at this guy.
You ready to hear? Mute your mic, please, for the love of God.
What do you want me to do?
Mute your mic.
You want me to mute my mic?
You're such an ass.
So many dice.
Can I get a vibe check, please? I'll
yes,
move them out of the way for now.
Yeah, what did you roll on that?
Let me look. There's a 15, a 16, a 5, a 20. I'll just roll one. Shit, my notes are taking up all the stuff. What is a... D&D. It's been so long.
It's D&D.
What is a vibe check? Fucking... Perception? No.
Perception check. Insight.
Thank you. 16.
Yeah, he seems fine. He's not lying or doing anything.
Okay, is there anything about him that seems like he may be not a dwarf and possibly be something in someone else's skin, you know? That already has happened to us once. I don't know how to check that religion. Can I do a religion check to see if there's any, like...
That would not do
demonic
anything.
presence of him?
That would not do anything.
Do I get a connection to the Shadowfell off him at all?
No.
Okay.
He's just an old dwarf.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because we never...
As far as you know.
Everything... Oh, well, fuck me. Everything that happened in Whitestone was already a whole thing, so...
Oh, it's happened to you guys multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, thank you so much for dinner, and yeah, we'll definitely get back to you on anything that we find out.
Alright. Have a good night. It's kind of a weird thing to say here in the mountain, but you'll adjust eventually.
Oh, don't worry. I think Sirus and I are probably the two that maybe understand that the most, so...
So, as you guys leave, trying to think which one of you this would apply to more. Sirus, make a perception check.
Zach needs new dice. Where are you at? There you are. That's a 6.
6? It's a lot louder in the mine, or in the city than you thought it would be, but it's probably just because of the mining and everything.
It's rather loud.
It's rather loud.
Do I pick anything up with my passive perception? 22.
It's a little loud.
It's a little loud. You do hear a little bit of water, and you notice that there's like a aqueduct system that kind of ranges through the city that pulls water up from deeper and then cycles it through, and then also pulls water from the top of the mountain and then melts it and then takes it through the city. So they kind of have like a hot water, cold water system.
Okay. Nice. Well, that's a really fun thing to randomly be picking up.
You also see a giant dragon. No, I'm just kidding.
And then a dragon comes in.
And then a dragon explodes through.
And you are both now fucked out of your minds.
You both die. Man, imagine if the two of you got attacked by a dragon by yourselves. Oh.
Jacob, don't, please.
We'd be in some trouble. A ranger and a druid.
You know what? For fun, Zach, and I know how much you love to gamble.
Yeah.
Roll me D100, and if you roll a 100 or a 1, you will get attacked by a dragon right now.
How are you going to play this in?
I don't know. That's not going to happen. It's a 2 out of 100 chance.
Imagine.
What'd you get?
A 99.
Oh my shit. Don't do that. That was just scary.
Oh, that's amazing. I love it.
Shavira finally decided to turn on us.
She's like, hi. I've been here the whole time.
Sirus is actually the dragon.
Oh, it turns into a dragon. So, the two of you, what do you want to do now? You guys have talked to Cornelius. What do you want to do?
Well, the others told us not to go down to the Underdark without them.
So here's the thing, right? I was specifically told, Jacob, correct me if I'm wrong, that Anzu should not be part of Project Gather Staff.
True. So maybe that means you and I start Project Gather.
We can start and somehow convince our captain to join us.
Right, and not Anzu.
My captain.
Maybe if we ask Linares to take Anzu out for dinner tonight when he gets back, and then the rest of us go down and get the staff.
So, for reference, it's around 7 in Craghammer, about 5 in Amon.
Okay. Like a late dinner, you know, and then he has expectations.
Or early, depending.
Yeah.
Anzu's a senior citizen. That's a late dinner.
It's like late.
Yeah.
He has
It's basically breakfast time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's time for yoga, eggs, and prunes.
maybe we just go dip a toe, you know? We just go down there, see
In an
what's
order
going
that
on.
would surprise
We see what's going on down
Anzu's
there.
developing a new form of yoga, egg yoga.
Not egg.
They call it yoga.
I hate that.
Good one. Hey, good one.
Thank you,
That was
thank
a
you,
good
thank
one.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, yes.
That's got the approval of Anzu. So, the two of you want to go down into the pit and try and find where you can get into the Underdark?
Yeah, we'll
let's
just go
for
for
that.
we'll go for a little walk. We'll just do a scouting mission.
Probably
the best
Zach,
scouting
what
is.
is your favored terrain? What is Sirus's favorite terrain?
Oh God.
I'm assuming it's like forest, considering you're from.
Yeah, I
Feywild.
think I have a note of that somewhere.
Because I believe, Abby, you can correct me if I'm wrong here, because you've done the most research. Isn't there a favorite terrain that is Underdark?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, because there's mountain and then there's Underdark, which like, I think the only time a ranger would ever take favored Underdark is if they are like from the Underdark, or you know your campaign's going to be primarily in the Underdark.
Is Underdark considered?
Yeah, it's forest.
Actually, I'm assuming we're not going to immediately jump into our experiences in the Underdark, but
What are your questions? What's your question?
what is my question? Commune with nature, right? Briefly knowledge of a surrounding territory, spell of the land. In caves and other natural underground settings, the radius is limited to 300 feet. The spell doesn't function where nature has been replaced by construction, such as dungeons and towns. Is the underground considered dungeons?
The
and
Underdark
towns?
is considered a...
Or is it a cave system?
The Underdark is kind of like a biome in Minecraft, Caleb, to use it in terms that you'll...
It has its own
rock.
towns, I understand that.
Yes, it does, but it's
But does it
essentially
have
like... It's essentially like, so like a field, like a prairie land that's between two towns is not considered town, it's
Right.
considered prairie.
So
This
is
is-
natural
so the Underdark-
caves.
Yeah, the Underdark is its own biome, and then there are towns within the Underdark. Like, you guys have been to a city in the Underdark.
Right. I just want to make sure that the ones that is under here isn't dwarf created, so that I can possibly use.
No.
communication.
The Underdark is essentially like a world underneath the primary world.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so as you guys are going down, Sirus, you hear a voice in your head, a familiar one, that of Linares. She says, hello, are we still meeting at the hotel, or have plans changed?
Oh, son.
So,
Just wanting to know.
Jacob, for a question for Zach. Does Sirus know how this works?
If it's message or sending,
It's sending.
he's been given.
I
sending.
believe Thea has contacted you
Has
through
she?
sending
Okay.
before. Thea
Okay.
or Anzu, one or the other.
Yeah, I remember because the first time it happened, he was like, "What the? Who's talking?"
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hello.
That was like 6 words.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. There's a limit.
There's a
25.
25-word limit.
Animas
Uh-huh.
and I are going to the pit to scout for path to the staff. Send.
Like a text or an email.
Thanks, Sirus.
Send.
Sincerely yours, Sirus. A few moments pass. Okay, I will meet you there in a few minutes.
Oh, sweet. Maybe we can just get Lance to go with us.
I mean, that would work, actually.
As you guys continue down, you see a lot of the miners and the workers beginning to leave. And, Animas, make a perception check. We'll say you have advantage because of your passive perception.
Okay.
Passive perception is such an annoying mechanic. I hope they get rid of it in 5.5. I hope they're just like, here's how perception works. And eliminate it as a roll.
It's an interesting one that not many people use, for sure. 24, by the way.
Yeah, 24.
Jacob, quick question. Did
Yes.
you change me to neutral? Was that what happened at some point?
Yes.
What were you originally?
I was chaotic neutral.
Yeah, you're that. It doesn't...
Neutral. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, you're good.
I love neutral.
I became true neutral in the recent.
No, Caleb, neutral.
Yeah.
Sounds so much better.
Okay, sorry. Neutral.
True neutral. Whatever.
Noob, am I right?
Nerd. So, Animus, you hear one of the miners. He's like, "Yeah, it was the weirdest thing, man. I was hitting this piece of iron, and I was just, boom, 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 hitting it, and then I heard like this weird like skittering noise, and then I look over to my left, and I swear I saw one of the most beautiful looking women I've ever seen in my life, and then more skittering, and then she was gone. I don't know what it was. It was weird. And then you hear the other one. It's just mind fever. We just need to get you upstairs, and we'll get you a lady for the night, and boom, all over. You got it. A beautiful women, and the mind was wrong with you." And they continue going.
I'll wait until we're kind of past a couple miners. And then once we kind of have a break. Sirus, did you just hear... I just heard a conversation. Apparently a miner saw a beautiful woman when he was mining for iron in the depths of the pit today.
Beautiful women in the mines? You need to bring them upstairs, get a lady friend.
Gosh,
For real.
Dang it.
For real. That's exactly what his friend was saying. I agree with that one.
I don't want to play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm taking my D&D books and I'm going home.
Oh my god. Oh, we'll keep heading down to the pits.
It's Birdie Dog.
Burbs.
Hello, doggo.
Hey, Birdie.
Bark, bark, bark.
Arf, arf.
Bark.
Arf, arf.
She's looking like a full-grown pupper now. Make me sad. She's a little baby. Anyway, so you guys eventually get to this large sign. It says "Do not enter."
I look at Animus. Alright. And I reach for the doorknob. I assume it's a doorknob. It's a handle.
It's a sign over a giant hole.
Oh, I thought it was a fucking door.
You reach for the doorknob. It's not there.
There's
You
not.
can't
There's not
find
one there.
You know where it is.
So it's a hole. You said?
Yeah, it's like a giant tunnel.
Is it a secret tunnel?
Well, considering that it says "Do not enter," I'm assuming no, it is not a secret tunnel.
We're heading.
Ooh. Okay.
As we're walking by, I nudge the sign to kind of make it go like a little twisty boy, and then just turn it around.
You fucking get that sign.
Make a performance check for me.
Show him who's boss.
Oh, I'm really good at these guys. I'm totally a performer.
Super charismatic.
Oh, so good. 17. So good.
Much like the Fonzie hitting the jukebox.
Let's go.
Animus.
That's a reference.
Animus elbows the sign and spins it around, and it spins a few times right before it stops, so it no longer says "Do not enter."
Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
Keep in.
I would like to cast Find Traps.
Okay.
Ooh, good one.
So, what's the range on that?
120.
Okay. Within 120 feet of you, there are no traps.
Okay.
Does it stay up?
I believe it does. I think that's a concentration.
It is not concentration.
No, that is a one-time burst.
You said Linares is meeting us down here. Should we wait for her right here?
I mean, certainly can. Yeah.
It'll give me a sec because I can go ahead and put down a spell.
Okay, yeah. Well,
for the
speaking
next
of
10
spells,
minutes.
In case you're wondering, there is no traps.
Oh.
Within 120 feet.
Awesome. That's good to know. I'm gonna go ahead and create a ritual spell to cast Detect Magic while we're waiting for Daenerys.
Oh, that's a move.
And then I don't expel a magic slot.
So, as the two of you are waiting, we will go to the group in Amon. So, you guys have just finished your meeting with Mathis in the strange fishing shack / bar that has a secret area. I guess some would say a secret tunnel. You guys have come up in the sewers about a block away from the guild hall. What do you want to do? I don't remember if you were supposed to go back to Craghammer or like what you guys were planning on doing, but it is yours to do with what you will.
Was that fishing spot where we almost got our guild hall?
No.
No, it would have been close though.
We almost got a mansion.
So as you guys are kind of walking down the street, you see two figures on the shorter end of things. One of them is wearing like a really nice long blonde wig and a dress that goes down almost to their feet, with like lipstick on and just kind of just having a time of it, carrying like shopping bags on both arms. Clearly a kobold. And then next to her is a smaller kobold who has a little like bowl cut blonde wig on, and he's wearing like a little kid sailor suit, and he's got a giant lollipop, and he's just going.
What?
And they're walking down the street.
It's an awful sound effect, Jacob.
It's pretty accurate to what a kobold.
That was ASMR.
I would assume
It's kind of when I was a little kid, I would try and do Stitch impressions. So I'm just trying really.
I can see it.
No,
I can see where it is.
My favorite Disney movie is Lilo and Stitch.
That's
I
good.
absolutely love
Good
it. I'm interested in the live action remake, but that's neither here nor there. Keep going.
No, they had to do Moana first because The Rock is still young and alive. So.
Whoa! What the fuck, Caleb?
Blindside hitting the rock.
I like The Rock. I'm just saying.
Just like John Cena.
I don't know if we needed a live action
Anyway.
that quick.
Back to.
Are they walking in the direction of the guild hall?
Yes, they are. Yep.
Okay. I guess we'll just follow them in.
Okay, so as you guys are going, you see, make a perception check for me.
Brought my dice to the bed.
Bed dice.
Started my period today, no judgment.
Oof.
Very tired. Don't do it. This is not going to be good. Birdie, chill the fuck out.
Per second. She's trying to find your character sheet for you.
It's on my computer and it won't pull up, so I'm doing this from memory.
Memories.
My computer also says December 31st, so I think it might be my computer.
Your computer might be dead.
Yeah, it's probably done for, so that's awesome. But
That's a bummer.
it's okay. It's from 2015. It's its time.
It's like
I think I have a
Oogway.
+8. What do I have? Perception +16 or +18? Do we remember? My wisdom is 20.
That's super negligible here. I mean,
That's fair. I rolled an 11, so bare
so like a
minimum
30.
37.
Okay, yeah, no big deal.
20,
Yeah.
no, 27.
Okay.
27.
Okay.
It's
So
important to me. That it's
you
accurate.
notice, you guys are in like the commercial district, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like shops and restaurants and stuff. And you notice a lot of people who are like going out for dinner or things of that nature. Is Birdie doing something that you need to take care
Look
of?
at this piece of shit little dog. Hold on. She's chewing up my squishmallow. And now she's
Oh
scared
no!
of stuff.
Not the squishmallow.
No
She's like, what?
way!
What did I do?
What a menace.
What did I
Kind of
do?
looks like Santa Claus, just a little bit.
Get her out.
Well,
Throw her on the
now
street.
it's dead.
No,
Brody,
it's fine.
you're homeless.
You're homeless now.
You piece of... She looks so stupid. Oh my god.
Hey, what?
She has like a goatee of stuffing.
Birdie.
Don't bark.
Don't eat.
Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Um,
I heard
yeah,
a
so-
rip and I went, oh no.
Oh no. You notice people are confused. Some are disgusted, and others are fascinated by what they're seeing with this, what you assume is a cobalt mother and her young child. The kobold kid just takes a big lick on the lollipop, and it's one of those like big rainbow, like circular lollipops like they have in the movies.
Yeah.
But no one's like actively like threatening them or anything. You also get a better look at the bags that this kobold is carrying. These are from the black powder shop and the explosives shop.
Okay.
She is carrying a lot of explosives.
Oh. And just into the guild hall?
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Okay. I'll look at Anzu and be like, are you fucking seeing this right now?
Yes, but I'm not sure it's from the eggs that I'm eating, or it could be. Very strong.
That's a lot of explosives.
It
Should
is
we
quite a
do
lot.
something?
They
I
eventually
don't
make it to
quite
the
know.
guild hall. As the door opens, you hear as all the kobolds celebrate their return.
Oh, okay. Just kind of keep going in. Wait, what? Do I know why were they disgusted, like looking at the kobold? Just like
Because
the fact
they're
that the
kobolds.
Okay.
And kobolds are generally seen as being mindless little demon monsters that follow dragons around.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was for any other reason.
No. Well, and also that kid was being weird with that lollipop, like
Yeah, that was a pretty
tongue,
gross.
like lizard tongue going out, going all the way up, and then all the way down, and then like circling around it. You know, that's just how lizard tongue do sometimes.
Oh, that's all good. Okay, I guess I'll just hurry into the guild hall and see what the fuck's going on.
All right. So as you go in, you see a large slab of marble in the center of the guild hall, like a really big slab of marble, like goes to almost to the ceiling.
Are they gonna make a sculpture? What are they doing?
Like a giant slab of marble. Don't know why. And you see a kobold with like a puffy shirt and long kind of like swashbucklery pants. And you see him kind of measuring everything, and he's marking a few lines, and you see he has like a small like little pencil mustache that goes across his weird lizard face. And as the kobold and her son come up, they place all the bags down, and you see him begin to say, I believe only Anzu knows Draconic. Oh wait, no, Zygon does too. Zygon, or is it only languages you can read? Is it only reading
I
languages?
can read. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's to be written.
if they wrote this down, you'd be able to understand it. Do you know
I
Draconic?
mean, I can always cast tongues.
That is true. So Anzu, you hear one of the kobolds say, "All right, finally, we can get this underway." But it sounds to you guys like, "Bah."
Excuse me, what are you getting away?
You see all the kobolds, and there's like probably 100 of them in the guild hall right now, and they all turn
Oh,
to
yeah.
you. And they all turn to you, Anzu, and you see the artist one runs over to you, and he says, "I, well, we tend to make statues and other kind of like effigies to whoever we're following. So now that we're in the big city, we thought we would make like a big sculpture. So we needed explosives.
Explosives. And what exactly are you making an effigy of?
You.
Well, what are you doing? Work harder. What am I to stop you?
And he starts, and you see them all just start assembling like dynamite sticks and like primitive looking C4, and they're just all like bringing it all together, giant assembly lines, and you see him just sticking it all over this marble statue as he's directing. And in a blur, it's so fast. They eventually get all of the explosive ready, and you see a large detonator that the artist one is standing over.
Is this in the fucking guild hall?
What is going on? Hold on.
I'm just like staring at Anzu, and I'm like, are they fucking doing this inside?
The artist one, he's about to hit it, and then he sees you, Anzu, and he says, "Would you like to do it?"
Just making sure. Is this going to blow up the whole building?
70% chance, no.
70%.
Take it outside.
If we do it outside, they will arrest us.
Okay.
But there's no city ordinance about blowing things up inside.
Can we send them to the watermelon farm?
Blow up all our watermelons.
How about this? Why don't we go out to the edge of the city, do it, and then bring it back?
That would take a lot of time, though.
But imagine blowing up your home. I mean, there's a 30%.
Our homes are underground. We've been digging a lot of tunnels. We actually got a discount on the explosives because we've bought so much recently.
That's beautiful, but Papa Dragon's home is here. I don't want to blow up my home.
Well, we only think it's going to damage maybe the ground floor, but it shouldn't blow up the top floor.
Tell them they'll be banished if they do it.
Can I make an intelligence roll?
They'll lose
to
Papa
do
Dragon.
what?
To see, like, do I think it'll actually blow the shit out of the place? I am a rock, though. So
You're also an evocation wizard, so you know explosives pretty well.
How close to the pole are they?
Oh, okay.
The pole is off to the side. This is in the middle.
Yeah, I was gonna go stand in front of the pole.
Zygon full on human shields the pole.
I think it.
Just make an intelligence check, Anzu.
Oh God! Can they go to the sewer or something?
Yeah, let's blow
that would be a
Hold on. All just
24.
24.
The gas in the sewer, and they ignite the fucking explosives.
And so you get close and you kind of figure out what is going on. These are pretty low-grade explosives, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Will it cause damage to the hardwood floor? Highly likely. Will it cause the entire building to collapse? Not as likely.
That's it. It's not.
I don't like.
Again, it's around a 70% chance.
What was?
He rolled a 24.
I feel like.
No, Caleb, shut up.
You know,
you also notice a large support beam that is probably about like 10 feet away from the blast radius. So, if that gets taken out, then yeah, bye-bye Guildhall. But it's highly unlikely. About 70%.
How about How about I make a wall of force in front of all of us and where the pillar is, and then I go over there and just press the button.
Or just all around the whole thing, maybe. Just around the whole thing. Just you can do that with
Caleb,
wall
shut up.
force.
But then
Caleb,
it'll direct the force down.
That is true. It would direct the force
That's-
down.
Fair play.
But the likelihood of it exploding the floor is high anyway. Just so you know.
Right.
Why are we just letting them do this? No.
Well, we can build a new floor.
Why do we
Ah!
own the guild hall?
Technically,
I mean, there is probably a
Oh.
legal claim that could be made.
probably
that you are the
there is a
owner of the
legal
guild
claim.
hall.
That was a whole thing.
Yeah.
That was a whole
Yeah.
ass thing.
Take his ass to court. Let it happen and take his ass to court.
Sue him for everything he has.
Court episode.
I'm gonna have to
I'm
make like a
gonna-
goblin
Dun, dun, dun,
Judge
dun.
You
Judy.
see, it's just
I'm
you
gonna
know,
cast cleanse on
firecracker.
myself,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna look at all of them, and I'm gonna say, legally, I own this building. If you blow that marble up and ruin this floor, and potentially take out that support beam, I will banish you, and you will no longer have a Papa Dragon to worship.
I mean,
Well, what if
technically
they
you
only
can't
blow up
banish
one of
us. Only he could banish us.
I could banish you
But
from my building.
if the building didn't exist, you wouldn't be able because there's no building.
I like him.
We looked at all the city ordinances, and there is no specific law that says you cannot blow up a 20-foot slab of marble in the middle of a building. There is nothing that says you can't do that.
I am
He
like
has a
this.
point. He has a great point about that.
But if you wanted to, we could take the slab down into the tunnels. It's just it might collapse the foundation. We've been
You
very
just don't
careful
have to do
about
this
that.
at all, though.
But we do. We have to do it for Papa Dragon. It's what we do. It's part of our
That's
cultural
true. They have
heritage.
to do it for Papa Dragon. Yes, it's their culture. You're not against their culture, are you? Imagine telling me not to be small, Thea.
I do have one theory or thought. If we were perhaps to raise the slab before we blew it up, then Papa Dragon could put a bubble around it, and then it would blow up and it'd be fine.
Yes. See, Thea.
We would just need like
Yes?
a lot of strength because we kobolds can't do it alone.
Come on, Thea.
How
Just,
did the
just,
fucking
just
marble
help
get
out
there in the
Uncle,
first
Uncle
place?
Dragon for
How
a little
did the
bit.
Egyptians build the pyramids, Caleb?
With slaves. With
Maybe
tons
Uncle
of slaves.
Dragon was
I
too
mean, that's
smart.
fair, but I was talking more of the mechanisms they
They
used.
used
like,
ropes and pulleys and slaves.
exactly, ropes and pulleys.
Ropes and
And
pulleys to put
slaves.
it in the fucking air again.
Well, usually kobolds are slaves to
They
dragons.
used helicopters, obviously.
Alien spaceships. Anyway. Is the big guy around?
He hasn't been around for a while.
No, not that big guy. The other big guy. The one that has the ears.
Garnash?
He likes to eat.
Garnash?
He munches watermelons.
Oh. He's on his watermelon farm.
Oh. Well, there's not many strong people here. So we should go with the first plan. And then he starts running over to the detonator.
I'm just gonna go upstairs. I'm not gonna be a part of this.
Zygon, what are you doing?
Watch. I'm very curious, but I want to protect the pole at all costs.
Zygon, as you're protecting the pole, you see Soph has, like, ducked underneath the bar, and you see he's just playing a game of solitaire. Just waiting for this to happen.
We paid so much money for this guild hall.
Anzu, would you like to blow up the marble?
Sure.
Okay.
That was quick.
Anzu,
hope
I
it
need
comes-
you to roll a percentage dice.
God damn it.
If you roll over 70%, depending on how much higher you roll over 70% is how much damage is caused. If you roll under a 70%, that is how little damage is caused.
54.
54.
Thank
All
God.
right. So as you see as the fuse goes off, and then you see explosions everywhere. Marble dust fills the guild hall, and then you hear this as the floor underneath the explosion gives way, and the sculpture lands into the basement with a large thud.
Does it
There's
break?
about... No, it does not break.
Damn.
That would be funny though.
The head just like falls off.
It just... the hole in the floor is about 10 feet wide. It's not huge, but you know, it's going to take some repairs. All the kobolds run down the stairs trying to go look at the sculpture. All of them looking around. The kid with the lollipop just stands there. And he looks at it again.
You just took a drink right when you did that.
I would like to cast.
That
I
shit was
would like to
carbonated
cast
too.
Mend.
So
Okay. Let's see, mending.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll be able to repair something that large.
1 foot.
What if I
I feel like
just
you
do?
just have to do it a lot of times.
It's 1
Yeah. What
foot
if I
by
do
1
like
foot.
1 foot at a time?
It's 1 foot by 1 foot.
I believe so, yes.
But it's simple craftsmanship,
Yeah, it's
right?
also small breaks, not...
I mean, you
Not
know,
a
floors are
giant
pretty
hole.
simple. Floors are
A hardwood
simple.
floor.
Yeah, it's
Hardwood
a simple
floors are really
craft.
hard to. I don't know about that. Hardwood floors are really hard to lay.
They would have done
The spell repairs a single brick or tear in an object you touch. This is a broken chain link, 2 halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, or a leaking wineskin. As long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension, you mend it, leaving no trace. So
fix the
I'll
cracks.
say that you can get rid of the scorch marks and the micro cracks that are in most of the floor. But yeah, the hole you're gonna have to have fixed by like a carpenter.
Or-
Alright, I'll get the baby dragons on it.
We put in a pool in the
Hot tub.
basement, and we can
Or-
jump into
Yeah.
the pool from the
Oh.
from the
It's
first
like a
floor.
little high dive.
Yeah, it's like a high
Secondary pole.
Secondary
Zygon?
pole.
Secondary
Another
pole.
hole. Do we want people in the basement
Ah.
though? Maybe we make the
No.
basement into a club. It's a club in the
Oh.
basement.
It's free real estate.
We could make a conveyor belt for the kobold.
This
to
might have
go
been the
up
best
there.
thing they've ever done. The kobolds come through accidentally again.
So, Anzu,
Oh, these
as you look down at the statue, it's a very rough likeness. They got your nice beard and your wizard hat, but for some reason it's shorter than you are. They kind of made it a little too short. You know, a 20-foot slab of marble is now only about 2 feet tall. Most of it was wasted, yes.
dear.
Did they overshoot? Probably. But... And you see them all start to kind of, like, look at it, and they're like, oh... The artist one comes up. What do you think?
Oh, it's quite nice. I love it a lot.
And he turns back to all of them, and then he says, he loves it! And they all go, ah! As they all start
However,
freaking out.
you need to fix the floor.
Oh, the club.
We don't have any carpenter kobolds. But we can pay for it. I think. And then you see a kobold wearing like one of those old timey like bank teller shirts with one like a neon visor thing. And you see him start. He pulls out an abacus and he starts just.
I fucking love these guys.
Are kobolds known for their math?
No, not particularly. Zygon, you also notice that the abacus, it's not like a normal abacus. It's like 4 sticks that they like tied together with twine, and then like a few sticks running across it, and then little tiny bird skulls are like the things they slide.
I'm gonna go over and be like, and then I'm gonna move one more. And then pat him on the back.
What the fuck is
And
that?
you see him, the accountant kobold begins to write on an official bank slip. The Zygon, make a perception check for me. Make Caleb cry, laughing.
Picture's so
Zach
funny.
cried too.
This is the picture he put in the Discord.
17.
17. There's a picture in
He put
Discord.
a picture in
Oh,
the
okay, that's pretty good.
For context,
that's pretty close.
it's the statue of Cristiano Ronaldo. It looks
Oh,
nothing like Ronaldo.
So bad. Anyway,
Oh my
I
god.
thought I made Caleb laugh. Oh well.
I started
funny,
laughing at you, and then I saw that, and it like that's how it grew
Just
up
snowballed.
to go on
Home.
top of it.
What'd you roll, Zygon? My bad.
17.
17. They have an official like an old school checkbook, basically. And they own an LLC. It's called Kobold's LLC. And you see him
Oh, wow.
sign the check and write it, and then he rips it off and hands it to one of the younger kobolds, and he just runs out of the guild hall.
Are they paying tax to the guild hall? They're using the guild hall as a home and running an LLC out of it.
They are not using it. They're technically subletting.
So are they? Where's the lease money?
Ask Anzu.
Okay.
You're not there. So,
That's true.
yeah.
That was more of an overarching question, Jacob. Of
Yeah,
has this
that
been
was more of a structural
has this been a
question.
thing that for a long time, and have they been paying their rent now?
So that's why we haven't been making any money.
Yeah,
We've
been losing money the whole time.
Right.
you guys then hear.
And now they're blowing holes in the middle of the guild hall.
We're actually
Now we need to put a club in to make up for the money that they've been stealing.
You guys hear
Vampire nightclub.
Oh my
Vampire
god!
nightclub. It'll work. It'll
Rupert
work.
becomes a DJ.
Called Rupert's.
Rupert's.
Yes.
Yep.
And I need a
And
sprinkler
Mom's
system
Hot
that
Club
rains
is
blood.
Rupert's.
Rupert Slayer.
So you guys hear this large like clink 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 as a dinner bell gets sounded, and all the
coffin.
kobolds just immediately go upstairs. Zygon and Anzu, you kind of marvel at the statue. It's bad. It's not good. You know, their medium is normally like blood, guts, bones, and sticks, not marble. You think, Anzu, make a Arcana check for me.
27.
27. And so an idea begins to percolate in your head as to why the kobolds, first of all, are becoming so theatrical with all their costumes. And secondly, why they are beginning to pursue artistic things, construction-based things like cooking. They're expanding. And you're no anthropologist. You leave that for the other people
anthropologists.
to figure it out. But perhaps, since the kobolds are now in a more stable environment and not being ritually sacrificed to a dragon, perhaps they are able to expand their minds and kind of branch out from their more barbarous upbringing.
forming culture.
You also notice that the last time you did a head count of the kobolds, it was about 200. Now it's like 400.
Oh.
I
I'm
have to
gonna
say,
have to do
Anzu,
something with that.
this is some primo work here. The likeness is astounding.
Oh, I know. You should see the amount I get in rent from them.
Oh yeah, how's that been going?
Oh, well, you know, every now and then they give me
Hi, Caleb.
interesting trinkets, I suppose. But yes, we will have
Oh,
to
to go
build
along with
something
all
for
those
them
pocket
eventually.
watches you make.
Oh yes. Well, there's 400 of them. I don't know what to do. Maybe we need to build them a whole new city or something. I don't know. I don't know where
Maybe,
to
but
put
I'm
them.
just saying, if you seem to have some pull, I would also like a statue. If we can make that happen.
Oh, but you're not Daddy Dragon.
It's true, you're not Daddy
No,
Dragon.
but
Could be Uncle Dragon.
yeah, you're right.
How about
Be
this?
Captain
How
Red.
about it?
Ooh, Captain
You-
Dragon.
You know, we should do what we did at the Cobalt Conservatory, where we have, statues of all of us out in the front.
I just thought of an
What?
awesome thing that's going to happen eventually.
I have a question.
Yes.
Since Thea technically legally owns the guild hall, does she technically then also take the rent money from the kobolds?
Technically, she could. She could be their landlord, technically.
Sounds like a lot of work.
So, Zygon and Anzu, as you guys are discussing and marveling at this art, you hear this, like, squishing noise. Like muddy footprints or kind of like a sloshing. And you see coming out of one of the tunnels, wearing miner hats, pickaxes over their shoulder, overalls, and they're just covered in dirt and dust. And they are soaking wet. You see some kobolds. And they salute the two of you, and they go upstairs, sopping wet. Just their boots are just covered. And there's a faint smell of feces. Just an ever so slight faint smell of feces.
They're literally coming out of holes in the walls. We need to be charging more rent.
As you guys marvel at this, that will be where we take tonight's break. Man, I love these kobolds so much.
They've really added a lot of interesting story to this.
Flavor.
Didn't find them from like a dead dragon or something.
No.
Well, so you put out an ad, and they answered the ad.
Originally, like 30 walked
yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to transition us to a cutscene. We will see you guys after the break. We are back.
So, Tunnel Boys.
Tunnel Boys?
Oi.
Tunnel Boys. What do you guys want to do?
I
You're
have
at the mouth of
cast
this tunnel.
Detect Magic. Well, hold on. How long does that stay up is actually a very important question here, because I wouldn't do that right away.
We'll say that while you were casting this spell, the others did all that stuff with the kobolds.
Well, it's a 10-minute thing.
Exactly.
I'm just wondering how long
it only took
stays
10 minutes.
It stays up is the issue. It's a level 1, so probably not very long. I'm 30 feet of you. 10 minutes, okay. And then I can then do the conjuring. Okay, cool. Is Linares like...
You do not see her.
Okay.
Alright, well, I've got Detect
Hey.
Magic going.
I have an idea.
Alright,
Hear me out on this one, yeah.
okay.
I cast
Mm-hmm.
Conjure Animals. And send a... let's go with like, I don't know. A giant constrictor snake.
I'm fond of a giant constrictor snake.
We all...
Do giant constrictor snakes have dark vision?
They probably don't have dark vision.
They have heat vision.
Ooh,
They have blind sight.
Is it 10 feet
Ooh,
though? We
okay.
probably want something that has like 50 or 60 feet of
But
dark
I
vision.
was thinking we could. I mean, is there anything that has more?
Yeah. Blindside or dark vision?
Either one.
You could use bats.
Yeah, bats,
Bats?
owls,
Oh, you just send a fuck ton of bats in there?
wolves.
Shit, that could be.
Well, we could send the snake
wolves.
ahead, and then I mean, I can also conjure animals.
You can also.
If
tag
so,
team this
Animus.
guy?
If you
Tag
conjure
team.
animals. Oh wait, no, you cast detect magic as a ritual.
I think it's still concentration technically,
It is,
it's only
yeah.
10 minutes, and I wouldn't then conjure the animals until I get a little bit of the detect magic going first. So, well, while we're waiting for Linares, I can do a little walk. Me and you can walk down here, look for traps, and also check for any magical things. And then, as far as we can kind of go before things start like splitting off or getting a little more dicey,
true,
and then
yeah.
just come back. So
Do you have like a torch or something?
I do.
Why are we making this complicated?
Yeah, for sure. I pull out the flail, the trailblazer, and it
Why the fuck?
and
So
I
damn,
it has the distance of
the light spell.
The light spell.
There we go.
You guys know what a Tallahassee
I-
Trailblazer
Yes,
Stop,
Hunter,
stop.
you have told us that multiple times.
This flail is infinitely easier than.
Than what you guys were initially thinking.
Oh, I was thinking you were going to send animals ahead to scout out for us that were quiet enough to where they could also come back with.
You know that's
information.
also a good idea.
I think you were on a
You know, now
good.
that
You came up with that.
I
It was a
was
good idea.
there. I was.
No, you came
I
up
was
with that
there.
idea.
I need you to both make a perception check.
Oh, good.
She just pops up behind us for
Whoa.
22.
Smooch.
11.
Smooch. There he is. There's the boy. Okay.
E-boy.
You guys begin to hear. He's here. I will destroy you. You guys begin to hear, like this skittering noise,
Oh no.
and it's getting louder,
Looking
and
around.
it's getting
The
louder.
flail. I've got the flail, Jacob.
Did you
Okay.
describe the
Detect
skill?
magic. I have detect magic up too. I have both of them up.
There is a large wave of magic coming your way.
It's only 30 feet, so I don't know if that's gonna be real
I
close
knock-
when I finally
knock
see
an
it.
arrow.
So as you begin
ready.
kind of moving the flail around, trying to get more light.
Just have the flail. No, I'm gonna start spinning it, Jacob. Hold on.
Yeah,
Wait, I
you
want to see if
begin
this.
spinning it.
I want to see if this does a thing that you told me about a while back.
This thing with the thing.
Well, you said there's a thing that unlocks when you do a certain thing.
Spinning it is not gonna do that, Caleb. I'm just gonna
Hold
tell
on,
you
let
right
me just
now.
read. Let me read what happens though when you spin the.
Yes.
A faint
yes.
melody of adventures long past can be heard as the weapon swings. As I spin,
Yeah.
there's a faint melody of adventures.
You hear
long
like
past.
the sounds of like battle and like yeah. Just think of a soundtrack from an action film.
Apparently, we're going with Pirates of the Caribbean. The flail is now
Yeah.
the Pirates of the Caribbean theme song. when
for
it spins.
this time, there's a lot of adventures.
Okay, yeah, you're right. We're underground.
As you
It's
do
perfect
that,
for
the
pirates.
light, you see the light begins to catch the glint of these small black spheres. And you see just like all of the, and then you notice what the small black spheres are attached to. You see spiders the size
Aw.
of dinner plates, and a wave of spiders just rushing towards you. Like literally, like they're crawling on top of each other, coming towards you. If you're an arachnophobe, I apologize.
Zach is an arachnophobe.
But I have oh, find the page, Zach. You can do it. Where you at, buddy? Hey, Jacob.
Yes.
Are they like? They're just like fucking swarming us, correct?
Yes. Yeah, they're almost on top of you.
Do they run away from fire?
If this does not do a thing that I wanted to do,
I will let you know.
retract all of my future
Yes.
statements. I want to use the little bracelet, the fireball bracelet,
Okay.
and cast fireball and try to catch all the fuckers on fire.
Okay. Okay, so you're gonna try and hit it at them, right?
Yep. I
Okay.
just wanted.
How far away?
How far away? What?
How far away are you gonna aim this thing?
Oh, that over there.
How far away are they, Jacob?
How far
60?
away?
They're about
Hold
they're
on.
about 20 feet away.
Wait.
The
Let me see.
first
Oh,
wave,
wait.
The first wave of the spiders are about.
How far
20
away does the
feet.
light spell reach? Because that's when we would first see them. Uh-oh. It's looking like 20
They're
feet.
20 feet away.
It's looking like a 20-foot one.
Yeah.
Can I take
40 feet.
Can I? Oh. So can I do the thing where like you're like slamming on the brakes and you like stick your arm out kind of thing to protect the kid from like snapping forward?
Yeah.
I want to do that thing and like push me and Animus back one step,
Okay.
and then I want to aim this 21 feet in front.
Okay.
Because this is it's a 20-foot radius. speed.
Yes. Okay.
Quick thinking.
Go ahead and roll 8d6 for me.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I was
This is a
not
fucking
prepared for that
Jack
number.
Sparrow moment.
It really is. You guys would have to be running away though, like the Jack Sparrow run.
Oh, of course, obviously.
Yeah.
You said
It's harder
8
to do
on
when
me?
you're fucking sitting in a chair.
Yes, it really is.
You said 8.
8d6. Yep.
Oh
Now I've
boy, that's a
Now I've
lot
got
of
the
ones.
Pirates theme in my head. Dun, 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 dun. So good. Oh man, who scored
be-
that?
That would be 20. No idea.
Hans Zimmer?
It's not Hans
It'd be-
Zimmer, is it?
Yeah. Was it
Oh, it's
Williams?
Hans Zimmer.
It's one of the two.
I think it is
Oh, no.
Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer did the pirate soundtrack. How much damage?
20.
20.
Real
see the
timer had that
initial-
moment.
You see the initial wave kind of burns out, but there's more coming.
Get it. Oh, shit.
We might just want to.
So as you guys are running,
I conjure. Oh
go ahead.
no.
Go ahead. No.
Well,
you're
I was
doing-
about to
You're
conjure.
reacting. No, what
No,
are you
you're
doing?
right. You're
What are you
right.
doing? What are you doing?
But if
No,
there's
no,
something that
no,
I'm gonna
no,
see,
what are you doing? What are you doing?
if there's something that I'm gonna see right before I conjure it, because I haven't let it go yet.
Uh-huh.
I have already cast the spell in my hand, so that it's gonna
Uh-huh.
it's the spell's gonna be
He's
gone.
cooking the grenade right now.
Yeah, exactly.
What am I gonna see?
So as you guys are running, as you're about to cast your spell, you see Linares step out into the entrance, and as you guys run past her, you see her slam a staff down onto the ground, and a wall of force just around you guys.
Oh, thank God!
Motherfucker.
Just in time.
As the spiders and they crawl over the wall, you guys, the only light is coming from Trailblazer as the spiders just wash over in waves, and you see some of them try and like bite at the wall of force, and they get blown away, but all of them kind of go past you, and it's a deafening sound of just like little hairy legs hitting the ground.
Lovely. Hello.
Hello, dear.
You certainly
you?
have some timing
Oh.
there.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't get here sooner. I was having a lovely fruit tart at the hotel.
Oh, what fruit?
Mostly strawberries and blueberries.
Hmm.
But I'm glad I got here when I did. You were about to be spider food.
They also
We had it all under control.
They also seemed magical.
This. I don't mean to be an alarmist, but conjuring waves of spiders is one of the
Scepter.
scepter's powers.
Ah,
Oh, so we're close.
we're close.
Not necessarily. It just means someone has it.
Close
So we're
enough.
close adjacent.
But also someone has it, so we're looking for
I'll give you
someone.
mildly close.
We're looking. Why do you do this to me when I'm in front
we're-
of people?
So we're getting warmer.
Open the thing, Caleb. Open it. Open the jar. Ruin, no, we're not doing anything until it finishes opening the jar.
Hold on, it's super wet.
It is? Oh, did you
Got
get it?
Yeah.
Hey!
There he is.
Ooh, it's
That
dripping.
boy.
Ooh, it's dripping. My stuff!
Even when Caleb succeeds, he loses, man. I don't know what it is.
Love you. Oh.
And that's why we keep him around.
Yep.
That's all pointed laugh.
Ah.
We'll imagine Hunter's point. All right. Back into the game.
Sword. Warmer. Getting
Yes, I suppose.
Good. That's good.
Sirius, I don't mean to be rude, but I specifically instructed that there would be 3 of you.
You're the third.
No, 3 of you, 1 of me.
See, Anzu
So
took.
that's where the confusion
Here's where,
was.
Sirius, I specifically said you and 2 of your allies, 1 of them not being Anzu.
I let go of the conjure animals, and it conjures 2 wolves next to me. 4 of us.
Oh, I'm going to die in a cave in the Underdark.
Ooh, hey,
Whoa. Did you want Anzu here or did you not?
we don't have.
No.
He's not here.
We don't have like a reverse teleport, do we? Where like we can just like make someone come here. That's not a thing.
No.
No.
Well,
I
if
kind
one
of
of your
just did
friends
both.
was a demon or a fey creature or a celestial creature, we might be able to summon them.
Oh. I summoned
But we would
2
need their blood and a possession of theirs. And...
Not something I carry around, unfortunately.
Oh, you don't carry around a vial of your friend's blood?
No, I do. I don't carry a possession of theirs. Yeah. I did. To be fair, I did draft 2 other people.
Where are Thea and Zygon?
That is a great
It's
great
a
question.
long story. It's not a long story at all. Anzu took both of them to Mon so that we could. Maybe it's a longer story. So what happened was, Sirius, can you explain this?
You're better at
Hold
telling
on,
stories
wait.
than I am.
You're right. So what happened was, we talked to all the houses. We got what we needed to get them to build an alliance with us for the upcoming war. All of their things they wanted crossed over each other, including getting the scepter. So, one of the big things though was going back to Amon to get the Council of Amon to allow the dwarves to build in the Seashell Mountains, but we had to have presence in Amon to be able to convince them of doing that. So Anzu and Thea and Zygon all went to do that. And then Sirus and I stayed back to talk to Cornelius. I know you know your friend Cornelius. And then
Yes.
and then we decided, because it was going to be tricky to get Anzu. See, our first plan was... Hold on, let me just start over. Our first plan was to have
Okay,
you...
I'm just gonna cut you off there. That's on me. That's my bad. Poor planning. On our part. Originally, we were just gonna come here to scout, and then go back and get Saigon, and then come back here.
But then you were coming, and we
But
thought that was
then-
3.
Yeah.
The other plan
Could
was...
one of them get here quickly?
Oh,
You know, that's a
neither-
Animus, do you have like ascending?
No, I don't... And I also don't
Ah,
have...
one of them has teleport, I think.
No.
Linares, you have ascending
have
spells.
all those-
Do you not?
All those spells.
Yes,
If
I
you
do.
If you could send a message to Zygon on behalf of
We don't have a
Animus and
stone.
and mention the stone and ask him that it's what was our team name again? I don't.
Team.
His second and third in commands request his presence immediately. It is an emergency.
We don't have a
Okay.
stone for him to teleport to us. We should just scout first. They're supposed to be coming back tonight anyways. We were not planning to actually go in right now and grab the scepter. That was the whole point. Because not all three of us were here. So, but if you think it's good enough for just us three to go and these two wolves right here, we can do this.
Animus, why would I ask to have 3 of you if I thought 2 of you and 2 wolves would be okay?
That is a great. Animus, why would you ever think that? I think we should pretend none of this happened.
A little ahead. Pretend none of this.
But we can continue. We can scout. I'm
ahead,
fine with
though.
scouting.
And then see what we're dealing with. But whoever it is already knows we're here because they just sent the spiders after us, right? So we're in a little bit of trouble already. I think we can scout ahead. We have a way out.
Yeah.
It's just me taking us to a different dimension, being stuck in that dimension for a day while I am able to...
You did not have to mention any of that detail.
We can get out, don't worry. I have a way out.
Are you 2 done?
Yep.
Everything explained?
I think so.
All right. So, here's what we're going to do. You 2 can go scout. Don't go too far. As soon as you get to the drop-off, don't go further. I will contact the others.
Perfect.
I perhaps need to bring Anzu on this as well.
Well, so there's...
You said 3. So just contact...
Yes, but now that I see the 2...
No, but...
I'm afraid we may need
contact-
5.
We had the spiders handled
under control.
I was gonna put up a wall of fire, and they were all just gonna run through it and die anyways. But
You're not good enough.
So here, secondary option: you take Anzu out to a dinner. You get them all fancied up. You tell them, "Hey, we're going to a late dinner." You let us 2 plus
you know that
Thea and
Anzu does not
Saigon.
eat his eggs after 5.
Maybe you could get him to eat something else. Nope.
Like,
No, not going that direction. Maybe we could bring Anzu with us. That phrase is so much worse than I expected it to.
Let's just scout and we'll go with
scout
plan
ahead.
A. We'll go plan A. We're gonna go scout ahead. We're gonna go get Zygon. We're gonna come back, and then we're gonna
bring everyone.
acquire the staff.
If you really
Plan
want
A. We're sticking to plan A.
Stick with plan A. We were already scouting, and then you met us down here. I didn't know we were supposed to go right now. What's going on?
Okay.
Holy fuck!
Be careful. Oh, and if you see an elven woman down there, if she doesn't look like me or Thea, do not talk to her.
So it's funny.
Do not interact with her. Do not look at her.
It's just
get away or hide from her.
So it's funny you say that because I've already heard reports from walking down here that they've spotted the elven woman in the pits.
That is very not good. I just want to be very, very clear.
Can
that is bad.
What are we?
That is what we would consider not good.
Jake.
Yes, Zach.
Jacob, is there some sort of vibe check and I can make sure this is actually Linares? Because he just kind of popped up.
I am so glad that I have made you guys so paranoid.
I'm so fucking paranoid.
I don't know.
After if you see somebody that kind of looks like me, don't talk to her. I don't like that comment.
Make a insight check.
So who is the elven? Can we just know who the elven? We don't need to dance around things.
She is most likely a priestess of Loth.
Mm-hmm. Would she be drow or is she?
No, yes, it's very complicated. Basically, she has the top half of an elf until you get to about the waist, and then she's a spider. The spider bits are very dangerous. the elf bits are even worse.
So
just don't.
I like
Just
this.
don't.
Okay, so
No,
we'll
I don't want you to say I like this. You do not like this. This is bad.
And let's just stick to the plan. We're good.
I don't like any
we're
of
good.
it. You're right. We're just
good.
going to scout ahead. We have a way out. I just want to let you know if you can't get a hold of us, we are going to be in a different dimension. Just a heads up.
Or your spider food.
No, I promise you we will be in a different dimension and possibly dead in that dimension, but that's why you wouldn't be able to get a hold of us.
We'll come back. We'll be back in a little bit.
We'll be back real soon. Just gonna
All right.
Go to the drop-off. Come on back.
I failed the inside check, by the way.
What'd you roll?
A natural 3.
I mean,
I got a 5 total.
It's
Looks
fine.
like Daenerys.
It's fine.
Yep.
Everything's fine.
So I guess we go with, we just kind of start because are the fucking spiders still coming out, or do they disappear?
Nope, they're gone.
Okay.
No more spiders.
Animus, no more swinging of the light. Let's just.
And then just.
Yeah, I imagine him just swinging it the entire time.
Yeah, the whole conversation.
The whole time it was going.
The whole soundtrack of Pirates of the Caribbean is playing while you guys had that whole conversation.
Alright, well, I will keep it out for light, and then we've got the wolves that will head ahead of us.
Yep, that works. I'm cool with that.
Alright.
And we scout ahead.
Daenerys, where do you want us to meet you?
At the mouth of this cave is fine.
Okay. Sounds good. We will be back.
We march on.
We march on.
So, just as a little correction here, the composer for Pirates of the Caribbean was Klaus Badelt.
Not
obviously.
Hans Zimmer.
I didn't think that was a Hans Zimmer. There's not enough for Hans Zimmer.
We're gonna watch stealthily as well.
All right, both of you make stealth checks for me.
Stealthily with a 60-foot or a 40-foot radius light.
Yeah, you both have disadvantage.
I'm gonna add guidance to myself.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled. Look at that, 2 10s.
So fucking done with this game.
This game sucks.
13.
What'd you roll?
Natural 1.
22.
Ooh.
Oh.
You need to get new dice, man.
I do. I changed dice for that entire bit too.
Ugh.
I rolled a 22 though.
Yeah, but he rolled a natural 1.
I'm over here kicking rocks.
I probably need to roll for the wolves.
The wolves.
As well, yeah.
Do the wolves have dark vision?
No, I have the light to be able to see.
Yeah,
but they have got keen hearing and smell. They have advantage on both of those things, so that's why I brought them in, is so they could hear mostly. Mm-hmm. I mean, smell's also big. And then me and Sirus would be able to see with the flail. So we have all 3 of those perceptions going up right now.
Okay.
I don't know what their stealth is, but
it's like a plus 12, I think.
Plus 4? 13 and 18.
Okay. Good to know. So as you guys are going through this, you begin to hear this kind of like churning and bubbling noise. Kind of like this is like popping noise. And then the tunnel starts to kind of go downward.
She mentioned a drop off.
That's not a drop off though. It's just going downward. Like drop off would mean like full on, like falls off. So I think we're okay.
Okay.
As you guys are going, you hear not just the bubbling and churning noises, but you hear the shifting of rock, kind of echoing through the tunnel. Perhaps it's something stepping and causing a small rock fall. You definitely hear shifting of rock in front of you.
I do a little whistle ahead of me to the wolves, and I kind of like do you hear? I want to do like signs, not like actually talking. So it's like,
well, you have like a telepathic link with them.
yeah, but like I can't speak to them. So like, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get them to like, I'll tell them to turn around and tell me telepathically, turn around, and tell me, or like give me a sign that like we're still good to keep moving forward. And we also have motions, so like if the wolf kind of does like a little nod down toward the ground, it means we like stay stealthy, go up against the walls. But if they kind of give me like a little nod and like a nudge forward, we just keep moving forward.
Okay.
If they come to my side and sit, then we go back.
This is a lot of commands.
That's it.
Caleb.
That's three commands: side, sit, nudge down, stealth the wall, nudge forward, keep going as we are.
They are maintaining course.
Maintain course. It is.
So after a few minutes, you guys begin to see light at the end of this tunnel, and it's got like this faint orange glow to it.
How far have we walked?
You've been walking probably about 15 minutes.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
So as you're going, you eventually... The tunnel opens up, and this drop-off is here. You guys see veins of lava kind of flowing through. You see a large structure in the distance that looks like a my Minecraft boys. It looks like a stronghold in the Nether. It's made from very dark stone. There's a lava moat instead of a water moat. Just not great. Very dangerous. But as you guys get there, you see something crests out of the water. Well, out of the lava, excuse me. And you see this large shark-like creature out of one lava pool to another. It's a lava shark.
Is that a... Do I know what a lava shark is?
A lava shark is? Vaguely. I mean, you know what a shark
It's a
is.
shark that goes through lava. Is there anything other special about them?
Not that you know of, no.
That right there is a lava shark, Sirus.
Their teeth are
They
obsidian.
have obsidian teeth.
Did I have enough time to use a hunter's sense on it?
It was only out of the lava for a few seconds. How long does it take to use Hunter's Sense?
That's a fantastic
Is it a
question.
reaction or is it an action?
It's an action.
Yeah, nope, not long enough. So, as you guys kind of look over this overhang, we'll go back to the other group. So, as you guys are kind of enjoying in the festivities of the kobolds having successfully made a statue to Papa Dragon, you hear this loud like crackling noise, and then coming out from the downstairs from the basement is Linares as she climbs up the stairs. You see she kind of dusts herself off. Well, I see you added a new hole and a statue that looks kind of like Anzu and kind of like mashed potatoes. I feel like I missed something. And no one's going to say a word.
Abby?
Abby's awake.
I just want to make sure she was awake.
I'm listening.
No, I'm just making sure we've
Hello,
we've
dearie.
had some pass outs before. I just want to.
Mm-hmm.
She's so tired.
She's
Tired, Abby.
Abby's in a lot of pain. Keeping my eyes open is a lot of work.
I'm sorry,
Sleep.
Abby. I'm sorry.
Abby,
you're not
sleep.
feeling good. So, I need the three of you to come with me, back to Crackhammer.
Well, why should we do that? What's going on there?
Anzu, I need you to come back to Crackhammer.
Yes, honey.
Thank you. The other two, are you coming? I'd really prefer that at least one of you come to watch him.
It's better than what's going on here.
I'd love what you've done with the place.
Yes.
I do not.
Sorry, the kobolds, they struck into a poop vein earlier.
I don't think we have time to discuss this, but we can talk about this later. Nope, I can't.
I don't think
What?
we're supposed to
What
discuss
are you
exactly
talking
what it
about?
sounds.
Say a poop vein?
Do you mean
The
that they
poop
got into
vein,
the
yes.
sewer system?
It's not like a mine.
I suppose, but yes, the words in kobold for a pipe of poop is a poop, a vein of poop, right? Like a vein of gold. It's a poop.
Anzu, if they got into the sewer system, then there is a problem that the city will likely do that will violate so many ordinances. And you see one of the kobolds come out. He's got a tiny briefcase, and his suit is kind of disheveled. He looks like one of those like have you been in an accident? Call my law firm kind of lawyers. And he comes up.
Not the best one.
He
Yes.
says, we don't get paid unless you do.
You don't get paid, I don't get paid.
They
sort of
always
lawyer,
somehow are overly
I'll
make-upped in
look
the
down at
pictures.
him and I'll say, "Hello, little dragon.
Hello, sir.
What's wrong with you?"
Oh, well, you know, we may or may not, I caution, may or may not, struck a sewer vein that may or may not be causing
Allegedly.
structural damage that my clients may or may not have caused.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes. Well, unfortunately, we may have to pay for that vein of poop.
Maybe. We may or may not have done it. We may or may not be liable.
Allegedly.
But I will fight the city tooth and nail.
I'll look back at Linares. Well, Eugene over here says that the poop vein should be fine, and we may or may not be liable.
That's Eugene Kobold Esquire.
Yes, thank you. I'll hand him a business card for Daddy Dragon.
I love that Anzu's just going in on this Looney Tunes-esque logic.
Oh my God, it's so good.
All right, well, it seems that you have your top people on it, Anzu. We should really get going. Come on.
Sorry, it's the glaucoma.
Anzu, I've told you we could go get you glasses. It's very easy. Glasses are very common. They don't make you look old.
Do they not have like magic lipstick in this universe?
Magic LASIK. It's just like a magnifying
No,
glass,
they only-
like up to the sun, and you're just like.
As far as I'm concerned, the only people that wear glasses are alabaster bastards. By the way, I met your friend Cornelius. He's still a big old bitch.
Anzu, that is neither here
I'm
nor there.
sorry,
Let's
go.
We have
I
more pressing issues.
apologize.
Cornelius has a stick up his butt, yes, but he's
That's
a
where
good
the
man.
staff is.
Yes, he's a good man. Let's go.
All right, so you guys go into this side room, and you guys blink out, and you appear at the front of this tunnel as the two of you make it back.
So I was thinking, Sirus, as we're standing on the edge a few minutes earlier.
Yeah.
She said the drop off, but we don't know which drop off she was talking about.
You guys are gonna die. You guys,
We're
idiots.
flirting with death here.
What do I see in front of me?
About a 200-foot drop into a pool of lava.
It could be this one, but it could be one farther ahead.
I was gonna say it could be a second one. Was it a straight tunnel or did we like take a left turn?
We kind of
No,
start
it was
going
a straight
down a
tunnel.
little bit,
Straight.
and then we hit this, and then there's probably another one after this, and that's probably the one she's talking about.
So you want to go around this and up ahead.
So I'm thinking, what would Captain Zygon do? And I think for the group, he would want to push forward and make
Push
sure
forward.
everything was as safe as possible.
one of you is gonna slip and fall.
Yeah, and we know
In the
which one
lava.
it's gonna be.
The guy who's rolling.
The one who can't turn into an earth elemental that's immune to that sort of thing.
I can kind of ball up. I can grab him and ball up. What am I looking at, Jacob? So it's just we're at this drop
here's
off,
what you're
and
looking
it's a
at.
huge room.
It's a very, very complicated image. Okay.
No, I heard. I just wonder, is there a path? Is there paths? Are there paths? Are there
right?
paths? Cliff.
Okay, so there's a cliff.
Yep.
In the cliff, right? Pool of lava, as far as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Castle in the middle of the pool of lava that has
what's in the lava?
bridge built to parts unknown.
So there's no way around this crevice.
If you want to rock climb, be my guest.
I don't know.
Now, technically, Animus could turn into an earth elemental and then go through the rocks.
I can just move
So,
through it.
Animus, I don't see any other way around this.
Yeah.
All I'm seeing is lava and a castle, and it kind of gets foggy past that.
If Lochnar were here, he could pick us up and throw us across.
If
But-
only Lochnar was
Breaking Jacob.
I would love it if
we
after
had an
all
airplane,
of this,
This is
and
how
you
we
guys
die.
die. Not in a beholder fight, not fighting a dragon.
us being fucking idiots.
So
You
my
guys being
wolves.
Johnny Knoxville.
don't
Welcome
tell me
to
with that,
Jackass.
Jacob.
All right, we're gonna have to do something here.
Uh,
All right, so here's the plan. I'm gonna get.
Turn around. Oh. Go on.
So we both get on the backs of the wolves. We have the wolves go full speed running at the lava. They jump. I immediately make them both disappear. As we're in a free fall, I conjure 2 more large birds, grabbing us from the air and taking us across safely to the other side of the lava, where then we can figure out, is the castle safe, and is there a second drop off that she was talking about?
I would place about 8,000 platinum that there is not a second drop off.
You're right. Let's go ahead and get back on the wolves, or get on the
Let's-
wolves, and we
let's-
can take them
let's-
back.
We can hop on the wolves and go back,
Back
the way we came from.
And if we
Yes.
see the elven woman, we're either gonna have to do my first plan, or plan B, which is we go into a different dimension.
I would prefer plan A than second dimension, but
Well, I can take it to a good. We
We
can just
will-
go back to
we'll-
the
we'll-
gnome dimension.
we'll figure it out if.
Well, wait,
we get to
hold
that
on. Hold on. If you want me to go to a different dimension, you're gonna have to tell me now. What dimension would you prefer to be in? Because it's gonna be a split second go.
Fucking, I don't. Home? I don't know.
Okay, well, so
No,
most of me, home for me is shadow. You know what? I'll pick it when we're in the situation.
Just
if it
figure
happens.
it.
that's interesting. You guys are from the Shadowfell and the Feywild. That's kind of fun.
That's why
I
this
didn't think about
combination works so well.
Yeah, it works great.
All right, we're jumped on the dire wolves. I still have the flail out, and I'm still talking, or still like connected with the dire wolves to make sure there's nothing like now the way we just came. Is there a spider group? Is the elven woman with the creepy legs coming? That sort of thing.
Not that you can
Did
tell.
lava sharks grow feet, and are they chasing us? These are all things.
Are
we
they
need to
land
know.
lava sharks?
Are they
No.
land lava
Land
sharks?
shark.
Land shark. So you guys go for about 10 minutes.
I don't like that.
And then the wolves, you see one of them begins to as the other one also.
I tell
You,
them
hear
both
you see the ears kind of perk back, or kind of
to the
go
walls.
back.
We both go to opposite walls. Wait, how?
From the windows?
To the walls.
Okay.
So how far is the tunnel? Because I just want to make sure is that Sirius is within my range if I need to teleport out.
What's the range?
You got me looking stuff up. How far is the walls? And then I'll look up the range. at the same time.
If you guys are on each side, you would be about 30 feet away from each other.
knowing Jacob, we're just gonna pull up to like the group.
So I have to be.
They're gonna be
So I have to be
for no
touching.
reason.
I love
Sirus.
making you guys paranoid.
I have
so
to be
much.
touching Sirus. So I'm gonna keep.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump onto the back. No, I'm gonna jump up onto the front of Sirus's wolf. I'm gonna have the other wolf go to the other
I
side.
don't think a wolf would be able to support.
It's a dire
both of-
wolf, which
oh,
are
it's
like
a
the
dire
size.
wolf.
Yeah, I can cast two dire
Okay,
wolves.
I'll allow
They're
it.
like the size of a horse, and I got little bird bones. So
Can I hold on
I'm a
to
little bird boy.
Animus like I'm on like a back of a motorcycle? Like,
Yes.
I'm the cute girl in this situation.
Of course you are.
so we go to one side, and the other wolf goes to the other side. And then I'm going to actually go ahead and tell the other wolf to kind of move up a little bit, slowly, quietly. Okay. I'm watching that. I put the flail away.
Okay.
We have no vision now.
Do either of you have dark vision? I think Sirus does.
think I
He's
do,
a tiefling.
I don't anymore, because I took my dark vision.
So the person leading the wolf is blind right now.
No, I'm also way smaller than he is, so he can see over my head.
Kind of
Okay.
to begin with.
So, Sirus, the way that dark vision works in like a pitch black tunnel is everything is kind of like, you know how when you're walking around your house and none of the lights are on and it's the middle of the night and you can kind of see in front of you, like it's about that. It's about that.
Let's keep the flail up. If something's coming towards us, they already know we're here. So I'm gonna keep the flail up.
Are you spinning it?
No, not right now.
Okay. Okay.
No, wait. I'm gonna spin it with the Jaws theme now.
Okay.
Okay.
So I imagine the faster you spin it, the higher the pitch is.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys are going, you hear this strange sound. It's very guttural. And do either of you know Undercommon? Yeah, it's not a very well known.
Look at that. I don't.
Yeah. So yeah, you just Zygon does. So you hear this almost like rhythmic kind of chanting, and it's multiple voices. Speaking in a very like low guttural tone. And you kind of look around as you guys are going. You don't see the source of this sound. You guys keep going.
How far away are we from the end?
About 5 minutes.
So if we kicked it into high gear,
If we booked it.
Yeah.
2.5?
Roughly, yeah.
I tell the.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking.
Turn around and jump into the lava.
We turn around. We jump.
Ejectocito.
Hold on, I'm gonna cast
dang it.
detect magic. No, I can't because I have the conjure animals up.
Sirus is definitely Roman in this situation.
I'm gonna have the
yeah.
I'm gonna have the other dire wolf come over. And I'm gonna jump on the other dire wolf. We're gonna.
Okay.
Do you have the flail up?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna ask the dire wolf if there's something ahead of us, or if it sounds like it's coming from on the other side of the walls or beneath us.
They can't really distinguish where the sound is coming from. It's kind of coming from all around.
Can you smell if there is anything ahead of us?
It smells a few people.
Ahead of us.
I would hit the NOS button.
I don't know if we should, because if we go straight forward and we run into these things, if we're going full speed forward, there's not really a stop button at that point. Unless we're gonna have to do some crazy shit if that happens.
How tall is the cave, Jacob?
I would say probably about 20 feet tall. Pretty big tunnel.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say we just go normal speed. I don't.
Okay.
I don't think going fast is gonna help. We move on, Jacob. Normal speed.
All right. As you guys keep going, the chanting stays at the same volume, no matter where you are. it kind of just like echoes through.
You know what this could be? This could be the scepter. The person might be playing another trick on us.
with the scepter.
Could be using a scepter power to create an illusion. Yes.
Yeah.
To make us go back the other way. All right.
He's at the stronghold. I can almost guarantee it.
Right, but if there's actually something ahead of us, we need to go that way anyways. So we book it backwards. So.
Before we do we both agree that Sirus is the one that grabs the scepter?
Yes, because I'm pretty sure there was something about
no one magic. Well, I guess
it's no one imminently magic. You are not.
It corrupts magical people.
You're not technically. Do you have a subclass?
It also helps that you're from the Feywild.
Yeah.
Are you subclassed into magic, or are you a ranger?
He has very minimal magic.
Yeah.
But it's not a magical class. It's just magical abilities based on being a ranger.
No, I believe that.
Yeah, everything I have is just because of ranger.
I believe his subclass is hunter. So.
Okay, so it's not a. Okay, cool. So not a Yes. So if scepter, Sirus.
So
continue forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna be in a situation where somebody that should not be named is gonna make a hasty decision.
We shall name them when we see them.
Ooh, sparkly scepter! I want that.
And when we see them, we tell Daenerys to make sure that certain person
not let that
doesn't
happen.
let. Yes. Okay. We continue.
Okay, so you guys go on for a few more minutes, and then you hear this crackling noise. And then you make it to the entrance of the tunnel, and see your companions along with Daenerys.
Oh, thank God. Anzu, were you doing any... Go ahead.
Did you guys hear all the nonsense that was going on in there?
Did you happen to be chanting in a low,
None of you
guttural
heard that.
noise?
And you guys, as soon as you exit the tunnel, stop hearing it.
Fuck.
I love that.
What are you guys doing here? Where are we again? What's going on here?
I need Sirus and Animas to both make wisdom saving throws.
I'm so sorry for you. 17.
What'd you roll?
A 17.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Uh-huh.
I rolled a 5.
I got an 18.
Okay. Both of you suffer a point of corruption. That will be where we end tonight's session.
Do we know that we're corrupted?
No.
Where do I put that now? Where does
You just mark it down somewhere, just put it down. But that will be where we end tonight's session, everyone. Also, we will not be having a session next week, as I will be about to move. So, we will see you back in the first week of August, hopefully. Yeah, things are moving along. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we hope to see you in August. Have a good rest of your month.